Good afternoon and welcome back to the Archers Arena for another afternoon of Women's Premier League wheelchair basketball. We will see the Archers take on the Worcester Wolves today. Unfortunately, we're missing our good friend Omar Hagoma, so it'll just be myself on the comms today. Tip-off goes in favour of the Archers with Becca Ganley bringing the ball up the floor. Cuts in at the elbow. Hadfield, nice lane into the key. Just a little bit off on the layup there for the first points of the game. Ellen Fraser dishes it to Kirsty van der Pol. Easy cut to the bucket and finishes for two. Emily Hadfield for the Archers now. Ball at the top of the key. Looking for an outlet. Dishes it to Ganley on the right wing. Chloe Morgan working hard on the block for her teammate. Over to Megan Beveridge. And a foul on the shot to go to the line for two. First one just rims out for Beveridge there. Second one to come. Just bouncing off the front of the rim. Defensive rebound for Jade Loughlin. Van der Pol driving up the floor. Archer's defense split wide, but does a good job to recover. Kelsey Lamb just a little short on the shot from the edge of the key there. Just a little bit to the left there from the shot off the man-out play by Chloe Morgan. Great work creating the space to get into the key, just unfortunate on the finish. Jade Loughlin does a good job drawing the foul on the chair there. With that sort of aggressive chair movement, you can always sort of draw the contact and start racking up those fouls in your favour. Atkin again on the right wing, looking for an opportunity. Archer's defense tight on the side. Does a good job extending the Wolves out to the outside today. Forcing that shot from the wing and securing that defensive rebound. Ganley from the wing, very comfortable shooting from that spot. Just off the back iron and out. Great recovery from the Archers for an aggressive push up the floor from Jade Loughlin. Kirsty van der Pol draws the foul under the bucket and will go to the line for two. First one just rims out. And the second one is good. Hadfield with the ball now. Cuts in through the baseline. Just a little too low to get that shot off. Beveridge happy to take it from the edge of the key, and it's good. Van der Poel with the ball towards the top of the key, shoots it off the backboard and in. Heating up a little bit now, the Wolves are from around the edge of the key. Got to force the Archers to push them out a little bit wider, try and make those shots a little bit more difficult. Hadfield again, cutting in towards the elbow. Clay Morgan just loses control of the ball on the wing. And it is Wolves' possession going back the other way. Jade Loughlin bringing the ball up the floor now. Fraser cuts in on the right, but Loughlin takes the post up just off the rim and out. Dishing it to Ganley inside the key, just loses control over her head. Fraser gathers it, and they are going back the other way. 3-on-2 situation here for the Wolves. Great ball movement, and just a little bit to the left on that shot to finish. Archers are going to have to focus on really breaking back in defense to get there, make sure that they don't have the numbers disadvantage early in the defense. A double screen for Ganley here on the wing. Dishes it to Beveridge inside the key, just a little short. Fraser now dishes to Loughlin. To the left. Setting up, looking for what's available. Adele Atkin. Good finish, cutting through the top of the key. The self-proclaimed picking demon, Adele Atkin, gets her first points on the board. I swear I didn't come up with that myself. She told me to say it in the corridor. Hadfield now on the left, on the right wing. Dishes to Ganley at the top. Up from above the elbow. Unfortunate on that one. And a great finish from Kelsey Lamb, just cutting in, finding the gaps in the Archers' defense there in transition. Looks like the Wolves are really putting great pressure on as they're getting up the floor, getting those little man-outs just for a second or two, those pick-back plays. And a three-point shot, ooh, just rims out for Hadfield. Loughlin ball carrying. It looks like another 3-on-2 situation that the Wolves have managed to orchestrate here. Dishes it to Fraser and an easy finish. That transition speed is really killing the Archers at the moment. Just getting caught out up on the offensive end. Really need to be sort of switched on and turn and get back as quickly as possible. Ganley sees Hadfield in the key. Just a little bit soft on that one. You can hear calls from the bench that there was a foul, but the referees say no bueno. It was all clean as far as they can see. Substitutions now for the Archers as Rebecca Ganley and Beth Francis come off the floor for Libby Phillips and Charlie Cruz. Libby Phillips returning to the floor after a long period of injury now. An excellent ball handler and outside shooter. A lot of pace and brings a lot of dynamic play to the team. We'll see how she's able to benefit the Archers on the floor today. And while I was yapping, Van der Pol has gotten fouled, and she is going to the line for 2. First one is up and just a little to the left. And the second one just bounces out. Just a little over 3.5 minutes left here in this first quarter of basketball. And the score is currently 11-2 to the Worcester Wolves. Hadfield and Cruz with a clean pick and roll. Gets that shot up. Ooh, just a little bit long on the layup. Good chair movement and team play there from the Archers. Just need to capitalize with the shooting. Nikita Wright cutting into the key. Doesn't receive the ball. Van der Pol to Frazier. Up from the top. Off the right side of the rim. Morgan bring the ball up now. Very fast player, Chloe Morgan. Looking to utilize that in the transition offense. Nothing but they've got it set up. Phillips with the ball on the right now. Pick and roll through to Charlie Cruz. And gets fouled on the shot. 2 more to come. A lot of free throws so far in this contest today, but unfortunately neither team has been able to capitalize very much off of the back of them. We'll see if that's all about to change. This one just a little short from Charlie Cruz. And again, just a little short of the rim there, but Wolves will be starting possession from the sideline and heading back in the other direction. Wolves now setting up their offense. Lachlan making contact at the top of the key. Van der Pol on the right wing. Back to Lachlan, Frazier. Shots up from the wing and a bit long on that one. Hadfield bring the ball up the floor. Still looking for an outlet. Phillips receives it on the wing. The jump is good. Hadfield, great cut to the key, receives the ball. Under a lot of pressure, trying to get that shot off. Back to Phillips in the middle. Unable to capitalize. That would call for 3 seconds in the key. I believe it may have been. I'm not sure how that happens, as the ball was touching the rim on those shot attempts, and the 3-second call should reset when it does. But unfortunate for Libby Phillips there. Over to Kelsey Lamb on the wing, back to Lachlan. Van der Pol with a cut. Puts it up, just a bit too hard off the backboard. I believe that was an offensive foul called on Chloe Morgan for the Archers. And it's a turnover going back for the Wolves. Good extension here to start with from the Archers defense. We'll see if they're able to keep this up for the whole possession. Lamb and Van der Pol cutting those gaps, getting the lanes to the key, and a clean finish for Kirsty Van der Pol. Chloe Morgan now, ball handling up the floor, straight into Libby Phillips, a little behind the backboard, gets it off, and it's good. Those are the shots you love to see, sort of bending physics a little to find the bottom of the net. Kelsey Lamb cutting towards the key. Shot goes up, and it's good off the backboard. And one. Archers on their 4th team foul now. Any more defensive fouls this quarter will send the Wolves to the line. Unlucky on that finish. Just under a minute to go in this first quarter of basketball. Jeff Phillips bringing the ball up the floor. Morgan under a lot of pressure. Phillips with a great cut to the key. And she gets the finish. Lovely little cut and composed shot there from Libby Phillips. I'm sure the Archers are very grateful to have her back. 30 seconds remaining. Vanderpool cuts and gets that finish. Quick trigger there, just catch and shoot. Straight off the backboard, and it's good. Phillips, quick shot from the top of the key. 11 seconds gives Wolves the final offense of the quarter. Lamb driving up a lot of pace. We'll see if they're able to find a gap there. Last second buzzer beater from Jade Loughlin. Nothing but net from the wing. And that brings the final score of this first quarter. Cardiff Met Archers 6, Worcester Wolves 19. Alrighty, and we are back for the second quarter of this Women's Premier League fixture. Looks like we have the Wolves starting up with the ball, or the referees will take an issue and have a little conference. We will see exactly when we'll be starting this in a moment. Looks like Lucy Robinson may not have been in her correct kit to start the second quarter, but that is all sorted now, and we'll be getting underway shortly. Uran to inbound the ball. Lachlan at the top of the key. 3-point play. Just a little bit off the right rim there. Offensive rebound by Van der Poel. Cutting into the key. First foul of the second quarter called on Sam May. Archers are going to have to watch their chair contact soon. Looks like it's doing them a little bit of damage at the moment. Van der Poel cuts to the key. Easy finish off the backboard. It looks like the Wolves are just finding a lot of easy lanes towards the bucket at the moment. Whether that's a communication or chair skills issue from the Archers, they just need to close those gaps and work together to deny those lanes towards the bucket. Sam May on the wing. Hadfield cuts in, receives. Tough finish. Just a little bit long over the basket. Robinson with the rebound, driving up the floor now. Very experienced and talented player. Dishes it off to the left to Lachlan. Van der Poel, again, killing the Archers with those cuts to the key and excellent finishing. Shooting percentage very high for Kirsty Van der Poel at the moment. Chloe Morgan dishes to Cruz. A little bit hard off the backboard there again on the layup finish. A lot of the right chair movement from the Archers, just really struggling with their shooting percentage at the moment. But promising work we're seeing sort of as a team on the offensive end. Good hands in the passing lane there to deny the pass into Lachlan. Pressure from Phillips. Forcing the ball to go wide. A strong defensive output from the Archers on that one. Timeout called here by Coach Tom Elliott-Smith. We'll see how his strategy affects the gameplay in just a moment. We are coming back out to the floor now in the second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half gone off the clock. And it is a Worcester Wolves ball, it looks like. Or Archers. It is going the other way. Laura McAvoy now on the floor for the Archers, along with Tig Wilkes. First time in this contest. Looks like there may be a little delay with what's going on here. Coach Tom Elliott-Smith conferring with the table officials to see what's going on. The referees may be having that conversation as well. Who doesn't love a little bit of official drama on the floor? Trying to get a peek of what they may be saying. I'm getting nothing. It's always nice in a game of basketball for a little stoppage and play, let the players get to know each other a little, have a little chat. Looks like we are good to go. We've got a thumbs up from the referees. And we have the inbound to Hadfield to restart. Dishes it over to Wilkes. Francis setting the pick. Looks like there was a 3-second call there, possibly on Laura McAvoy even. Apologies. And we have Uren inbounding the ball back for the Wolves, going the other way. It's been a dominant performance so far for the Wolves, 23-6. Just a lot of high percentage shots coming in at the inside of the key. No luck on that most recent one from Lucy Robinson. Tig Wilkes bringing the ball up the floor. Just getting stuck with it a little, dishes it to Phillips. Dangerous from this range if she chooses to shoot. Hadfield, shot clock running low. Shot's got to go up. Just a little bit late on that one. Shot clock violation and a turnover for the Archers. Adele Atkin inbounds to Kelsey Lamb. The ball at the floor. Vanderpool with another hard cut to the key. Pulls out of that one. Ball goes to Robinson up high. A lot of height to use in there. And draws the foul. Another 2 to come from the line for the Wolves. Just looking at the size matchups of the two teams we have here today. Lucy Robinson has a good few inches on everyone else here. It's got to be a real focus of the Archers to keep her as extended as possible and minimize that height advantage. That first shot is good. And the second one to come. Splashes it, no trouble at all. Clean defense, extending as hard as possible is what the Archers need here against Lucy Robinson. But if they let her get close to the key, it's going to be an easy 2 or a foul to take her to the line. Very congested offense. Draws the foul on the arm from Robinson again on Hadfield. And we'll be restarting from the baseline. Phillips to inbound to Hadfield, back to Phillips. Again, looking a little caught up here. Shot goes up, and it's good. Excellent shooting from Libby Phillips so far tonight. Be interesting to see what we can do with the ball in her hands a little bit more. Heavy contact. But the ball gets through to Vanderpool and an easy layup finish again. Like a blocking foul there on the chair of the Wolves. Restarting from around, just in the backcourt for the Archers. McAvoy with the ball. Driving around to the top of the key. Tries to just thread the needle to Hadfield, but doesn't quite get it. Fast break opportunity here for Kirsty Vanderpool. And just a little bit hard off the backboard. Missing out on that consistency she's had so far this afternoon. Dishes it to Libby Phillips on the wing, looking to find a little spot. Laura McAvoy, great pick and roll opportunity, just a little bit long. And Tig Wilkes with the offensive rebound and the finish. Finding a little bit of flow now in their offense, the Archers. Well, they've been having the opportunities all afternoon so far. Just that shooting percentage has been causing them some difficulty, but a few in a row now. We'll see if they're able to keep that up. Robinson, high arcing finish. Nothing but net, taking the mismatch on the edge of the key. Hatfield cutting in, no opportunity. Libby Phillips again from the wing. The Wolves are really going to have to start doing something about that, putting some pressure on it. And as we saw in the previous offense, as soon as they start coming out, that's going to create opportunities for the rest of the team to set picks, get those pick and roll opportunities, and have a lot easier time shooting. Good hands in passing lanes there by the Archers. Wolves losing a little bit of momentum, perhaps. Wilkes puts the shot up just off the front of the rim. Robinson collects it and is taking the ball back up the other way. Robinson inside the key. And another post-up finish. From that sort of range, she is... Ooh, a turnover! A steal by Adele Atkin. Never mind picking demon. Absolute hustle on defense. Unable to capitalize on that one, but an excellent effort nonetheless. Phillips with the ball now at the top of the key. Hadfield, just called for 3 seconds, unable to clear the zone before re-entering. Looks like a timeout called by the Wolves here. With a pause just under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. The score is Archers 12, Wolves 31. And the Wolves are wasting no time off of the timeout, getting a pick back that they're able to use in a few seconds once the ball is back in play. Sneaky but smart basketball there. When you know the team's coming from the opposite side bench, they have a lot longer way to go to where they want to be than you. Atkin and Robinson, little lightning play together in the key, and a good finish from high up. Consistency of the Wolves shooting has to be commended tonight. Just making sure that they finish those easy opportunities that they know they can capitalize on. Looks like a foul called on the chair there. Looks like it's on Catherine Uren. And the Archers will restart from the baseline. Really start to inbound the ball. Chloe Morgan, shot is up from the wing, just a little short on that one. Ball rolls out and is Worcester going the other way. Like 2 pickbacks here for the Wolves. They're doing an excellent job being switched on in transition. Just as I say that, commentators curse they let them both go. But they have the right idea getting those opportunities. Lamb just off the front of the rim. Loses it. Atkin recovers. Vanderpool with the ball. Over to Robinson again in that danger zone. Chooses to pass it off this time, and it just gets swiped by the Archers. Tig Wilkes sends the ball long to stop, but can't quite get there in time, and it goes out of bounds. Vanderpool again. We've seen how dangerous she's been this game. A cut from Robinson all the way across the key. And a 3-second call. I'm unsure on who. Yeah, a little bit confusion from the players there as to who that 3-second call was on. To my untrained eye, I couldn't see anybody in there, but ref's word is final. Start now, ball at the top of the key, ditches it to Wilkes. Chloe Morgan running rings around the defense, but unable to receive it. Phillips now, ball on the wing. Excellent pick and roll from Phillips and Cruz. Oh, just a second too late on getting that shot off. Another shot clock violation, but again, all the right movement from the Archers. Just need to be a little bit quicker on the shot. Robinson putting a lot of pressure on the defense. They know they have to focus on her. And while they do, Kirsty Vanderpool finds another gap, cuts into the key, and gets another 2 to her name. Stop now, top of the key. A little bit congested there. Pick and roll at the top. Morgan with a shot. Ooh, inbound pass to Libby Phillips, but 3 seconds called again. Referees are very hot on these 3-second calls today. Sometimes when you're playing a game, you have to sort of recognize what the referees are calling and what they're not. And if a 3-second violation is something that they are really on top of, you've got to focus on keeping an eye on where your casters are, making sure they're off the lines and you are where you're meant to be. Transition offense for the Archers, not proving the most successful so far. Just unable to beat the Wolves up the floor, but Wilkes gets a little lane into the key and finishes from up high. Got 1 minute remaining in this first half of basketball. And Kelsey Lamb bringing the ball up the floor. Dishes it to Robinson. Powerhouse from the edge of the key, and it's good. When she's heating up sort of even outside the key, it really strains your defense. You know you have to extend them a lot further, and that opens up more and more gaps for the likes of Kirsty Vanderpool to cut in, as she has been doing all day so far. Tig Wilkes behind Phillips on the screen, puts it up just off the rim. 20 seconds remaining, could be the final offense of the half. Robinson breaking up the floor. Uren just gets a lane, doesn't quite finish. 8 to go, we'll see if the Archers can capitalize. And it's just tucked out of bounds to bring an end to this half of basketball. At halftime, the score is Archers 14, Wolves 37. Dan? Good? How's things? Welcome back to the second half, third quarter of this Women's Premier League wheelchair basketball contest. We have the Cardiff Archers and the Worcester Wolves. Current score is Archers 14, Wolves 37. Have Millie Stott inbounding the ball to restart play. Into Wilkes. Back driving towards the top of the key. Stott now. Phillips. Easy pick and roll into Charlie Cruz, and a clean finish. We've finally seen that pressure that Phillips puts on the floor pay off. Just drawing those defenders out to her, it leaves so many more opportunities for the rest of the team to drive into the key. Frazier with the easy mismatch finish on the edge of the key there. Ball is loose, recovered by Stott on the baseline. And they're heading back the other way. Stott now looking for an angle. Into Wilkes, draws the foul. And it looks like there will be 2 more shots to come from the line for the Archers. First one from the line for Tig Wilkes, just a little bit wide. Second to come. It's up and it's good. A little bit of confusion there from Libby Phillips. Looks like she tried to inbound the ball for the opposition. Just keen to give a helping hand. Wolves up the floor with a man-out play. Frazier and Robinson both get into the key, but the ball doesn't move. Lachlan dishes it now to Robinson on the baseline. Into Atkin, fouled on the shot, and 2 to come for the picking demon. Honestly, she should pay me. And the second one is good for Atkin from the line. Start now, ball up the floor. Phillips has popped out. A lot of pressure on her now. Robinson all over her. Just causing that little fumble there. But that's what you've got to do with a shooter like Libby Phillips. You have to put that pressure on, otherwise they'll continue to sink them like she did in the first half. Robinson, an easy lane into the key, gathers it. Back out to Lachlan, drives, slams into the chairs, no good on that shot. Got a man out here now for the Archers. See if they're able to capitalise. They just run into each other and congest the key a little bit. Ball is loose, gathered by Cruz. At Phillips, 4 on the shot clock. It's got to go up. Just off the front of the rim and over. Calls from the bench for fouls to be called, but nothing being done in the Archers' favour here. Robinson, another sort of light roll into the key. Shot goes up, fouled, and 2 more to come. First one that touches nothing but net. Second one just a little short. 1 from 2 on that attempt. Stott now coming up the floor. Charlie Cruz left alone on the baseline and gets the easy finish for 2. Wolves now with a man-out play. Atkin and Robertson tearing up the floor. Good hands in the passing lane there by Tig Wilkes. Denying the easy bucket, they're going to have to set it back up. And looks like possession was called in favour of the Archers here. And a timeout is called by the Worcester Wolves as they take a minute to regather. Just under 7 minutes remaining in this third quarter. And the score currently lies at Archers 19, Wolves 41. Stott now inbounding into Phillips. Oh, foul called already. It's like a pushing foul on Ellen Fraser of the Wolves. We'll be restarting from the same spot. Stott now, ball at the top of the key, looking for an outlet. Dishes it to Phillips, dangerous from that wing. Shot goes up, just off the back iron and out. Hustling up the floor now, putting pressure on that ball. Robinson cutting into the key, able to dance around the defense. Nikita Wright is the open man, puts it away with 1 to come. Nikita Wright with her first attempt from the line of the contest. Up, just a little bit hard off the backboard, but straight into the hands of Robinson. who puts it away easily enough. Maximum points off of that play for the Wolves. Phillips now bringing the ball up the floor, seeing if she can bring a bit of pace into this offense. Working with Sam May now on the block for her. Hard jump, pick and roll. Oh, just off on the shot. Second chance by Chloe Morgan. Unfortunate on that one. It looks like when the Archers were able to set up that two-man game, they're getting the right looks. They're getting the right opportunities. It's just a case of finishing those shots when we get the layup from the pick and roll. Robinson just gets the ball knocked away by Ganley. A lot of offensive rebounds here by the Wolves to the hands of Jade Loughlin, and a soft finish off the glass. Phillips now at the top of the key. Trying to make a cut. Looks like it's stuck a little. Ganley with the ball over to Chloe Morgan. The shot is up. Another foul called on the shot. Chloe Morgan will be going back to the line for another two. Substitutions on the floor for the Wolves now as Chloe Morgan makes her first shot. We have Keita Wright taken off the floor for Claire Griffiths. Second one just off the front of the rim for Chloe Morgan there. Rebound by Uren. Drops the ball. An 8-second violation for the Wolves there under minimal pressure. But these things happen. Sometimes you just can't get a grip of the ball. We restart with an Archers possession. Phillips driving the ball all the way to the right-hand wing. Behind Sam May. The Wolves know they've got a jumper. The ball goes back to Morgan. Up. Hard off the backboard and rims out. Phillips putting on a lot of pressure. And now on the offensive end. 2-on-1 opportunity for Fraser and Robinson. The old 1-2 puts the ball up but fouled on the shot. Another two from the free throw line to come. Seen a lot of shots from the charity stripe today. First one, a very, very pretty shot from Ellen Fraser. Practically silent as it goes through the rim. Second one just a little long, but again, maximizing the points output. As Robinson gathers it up and puts it away. Just that sort of height is really difficult to contend with if you don't have a forward of your own to match it. Causing quite a few issues for the Archers at the moment. Phillips now puts the ball up from the top of the key, just off the front of the rim. Robinson fouled heavy. We're about to see which way it's called. They called it an offensive foul. An offensive foul called on Lucy Robinson with an Archers possession. I'm sure there are some calls in this game that the players will be discussing in the changing room after. But ref's word is final. We can only do with what they give us. A little bit of confusion in the ranks there. Phillips puts the ball up from the top of the key, fading away just a little short. Lachlan driving down. May does a good job of denying that lane until they get a little wrapped up in themselves. Lachlan takes the shot, but a little bit hard on the layup. A man-out play opportunity for the Archers here. See if they're able to spread the floor. Looks a little congested. Ganley with a cut low, but doesn't make it all the way. May puts the shot up. Wide, but gathered by Ganley. Libby Phillips puts it up. Unable to sink that one. Good stop from Phillips onto Kirsty Vanderpool there. Vanderpool not seeing the impact that she had in the first half just yet in this third quarter. Another shot a little hard off the backboard. Archer's taking it back the other way. Ganley and Phillips working together. A pairing that has played a lot of basketball together over the years. Just unable to capitalize on that one. Morgan puts it up a little bit loose. No basket, a foul called on the Wolves. Just like sheer contact was the reason, and the Archers will be restarting from the baseline with 14 seconds on the clock. Just under 2.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Archers 20, Wolves 50. Looks like the Wolves are now in foul trouble, team fouls, as Phillips is heading to the line for 2 more. Unfortunate on both of those, unable to capitalize. And Vanderpool secures it to go back in the other direction. Looks like another 2-on-1 opportunity for the Wolves. Yearon with an open layup, puts it away. No trouble at all. Phillips ball handling now, bringing it up. Ganley on the wing under a lot of pressure. Morgan gets the pick and roll opportunity. The shot is up just off the front of the rim, gathered by Phillips and put away. Excellent vision from the Archers there to see when the opposition's ball watching, you have an opportunity to cut the key. You can get that offensive rebound. Great positioning from Phillips to grab it and put it back away. It's like a lightning play from a man out here by the Wolves. A quick shot coming up from Vanderpool, but unable to finish. Dishing it to Phillips on the wing, driving down. Ganley now. Phillips again. Back to Ganley, working that 2-man game. The triple switch comes in from the Wolves, denying that lane and the shot from the wing. Swatted, and the ball goes back to the Wolves. Vanderpool, fast break, just can't secure it. Phillips looking a little frustrated on the inbound pass here. Takes the ball up to try again. Under 1 minute remaining in this third quarter. Dishing it to Ganley. Morgan gets the cut to the key, but ball isn't freed up. High hook pass to Sam May, just goes a little bit loose. There's nobody home to defend Lachlan, and she puts it away. .24 seconds remaining. Almost the final shot clock of the game. Looking for that pick and roll opportunity. They get it. Morgan with a shot, high and a bit too hard over the basket. 5 seconds remaining. Great turnover for the Archers. May puts it up just a little short. And at the end of the third quarter, the score is Archers 22, Wolves 54. And starting this fourth quarter will be the Worcester Wolves with possession. Lachlan going to take the inbound. Will delay for a hair adjustment. Can't blame her. Have to do my own sometimes. Vanderpool now with the ball. Shoots it from 3. High and hard off the backboard. Nothing to go there. Hatfield now bring the ball up the floor. Phillips trying to cut a lane but can't quite get there. Ganley puts it up hard off the back of the rim. Uren lets it roll out, and it is a Worcester Wolves ball from the baseline. Lachlan looking for an outlet. Dishes it to Frazier. Just short off the front of the rim there. Ganley driving the ball up the floor now. Looks like a little 3-on-2 opportunity for the Archers. Just not looking in the right places on that one. Down to Cruz, who was open. Puts it up a little bit high over the basket there. Vanderpool bringing the ball back up the floor for the Wolves. Frazier looking for the open lane. Gets it. Receives the ball and puts it away. Hatfield now. Phillips on the left wing. We know she's comfortable shooting from that spot, but doesn't put it up. Ganley under a lot of pressure. 3-second call. Just took a second too long, hesitating whether to shoot or to pass on that one. Ended up with the violation called against her. Oh, the refs are having a discussion. Looks like one may have called a foul and one may have called 3 seconds. We're about to see which way they choose to go. Looks like it was in favour of the 3-second violation. Lachlan takes up the point. Bring the ball down. Van der Poel, clean cut into the key, receives the ball, puts it up. It just rims out. Ganley recovers it and is driving up the floor now. Archers have a man-out opportunity, 5v4. Decide not to take it. Ganley now, shot is up. A little bit flat there, just hitting the side of the rim and rolling over. Van der Poel again, shots up, and that's good, high off the backboard there. From the assist from Griffiths. Hadfield dishes to Phillips, shot goes up, and it's good, just inside the key. Griffiths again, bringing the ball up the floor, seeing what's available. Dishes it to Fraser, mismatch available. Back to Van der Poel. Good perimeter defense here from the Archers. 5 seconds to go, and they haven't allowed them into the key. Shot coming up from the outside, just off the rim there by Van der Poel. Gathered by Ganley. Down, two-man game again with Phillips. Unable to get the pick and roll, but still the drive low is effective. Unable to get the shot off, but resets. Now looking for it. Blocked by Griffiths. Lachlan looking for an outlet. Griffiths straight down the key. Unable to get the shot off, but fouled in the process. Two shots to come. Referees decided she was in the shooting motion. Two more from the stripe for the Worcester Wolves. A little discussion between the referees, Worcester players and Worcester bench. But the conclusion is the same, the two shots to come. A little bit wide on that first one. And again on the second. Phillips to inbound the ball. Into Hadfield. Back to Phillips. Just a little short from Ganley there on the left wing. We've seen Libby Phillips be so effective from the wing in this game so far. Seeing her take up the point. Doesn't feel like it's where she wants to be in that offensive setup. Just scrambling a little to get back to defense there, the Archers. Robinson found no issue getting in the key and putting away that easy layup. Ganley with the lane down, just outsized by Robinson. Unable to thread the needle on that pass to secure it and get the layup. Archers again unable to capitalize on that cut to the key. Keita Wright gathers the ball, puts it up, and it's good from the pick and roll play. Phillips looking for an outlet. Ganley side is locked up outside the three-point line. Morgan to Phillips inside the key. Something has been called. Pushing foul from the Wolves. The Archers will regain possession with 14 on the clock from the offensive baseline. Ball goes loose from an errant pass. And we have a man down. Robinson very enthusiastic about Van der Poel's little tip over there. Jump ball has been called. It looks like Archers will resume possession with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. The shot clock reset in the middle of play. They have a fresh 14, 9 remaining. Just under 5 minutes left here in the fourth and final quarter of this WPL contest. Current score lies at Archers 24, Wolves 62. Nice little turnaround shot there from Robinson. Such a soft touch, just finding the bottom of the net. Morgan now dishes to Beveridge inside the key. Puts it up. Can't find the rim. Going back the other way, Keita Wright. A lot of speed up the floor. Doesn't receive it. Robinson trailing up. Van der Poel recovers it. Shot goes up on the spin. A little bit too hard. Beveridge now fighting for the ball with Keita Wright. Jump ball heading back in Worcester's way. From the baseline, they'll restart. 14 on the clock. Kelsey Lamb on the wing now, puts it up, just a little bit wide. Tig Wilkes recovers it, looking for an outlet, finds Phillips. Ball needs to get over the halfway line. Just managed. Charlie Cruz now. Unable to get the open shot. Dishes to Phillips in the key, shot goes up, off the rim. Robinson recovers. Ball is loose, grabbed by Tig Wilkes. Swiped away by Keita Wright. What a steal. Pace on that young player and the hustle is excellent. Just a little short on the layup. Recovered by Lucy Robinson. Looking for an outlet. Back to Keita Wright. And on the second chance, she gets it. Good to go. Phillips now, top of the key, finds Wilkes. Looking for an outlet, unable to get the pick and roll. The shot goes up, and it's good from the elbow. Clean shot from Wilkes there. Urin dishes the ball to Lamb. Up wide. Ball is loose, recovered by Keita Wright again. Back to Lamb inside the key, makes good on the second try. Dishes to Chloe Morgan. Looking for an opportunity, the shot goes up. Just off to the right-hand side of the rim. Van der Poel recovers it, driving up the floor now. Robinson gets a man-out opportunity, trailing Uren. Keita receives it, doesn't quite get it to go, but Kelsey Lamb makes sure she gets the points for that offense. Just seems like the Archers are lacking a little in the rebounding department, causing a lot of issues. Again, just being switched on about when to get back. Open layups for the Wolves, but neither Van der Poel nor Wright are able to capitalize. The ball is caught up with Tig Wilkes. Keita Wright gets the steal again. Open lane, puts it up, and it's good to go. A high-scoring game for the low-point player. Excellent hustle and speed up and down the floor, fast hands, all paying off for Keita Wright here today. Morgan bring the ball up the floor for the Archers. Under 1 minute to go in this match. Last few offenses here. Tig Wilkes finds a lane, puts the ball up, just bounces out. Lamb driving up the floor. Keita Wright recovers it. Looking for an outlet under a lot of pressure from Phillips. Knocks the ball loose, recovered by Lamb. Good extension by the Archers here. 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Frazier looking for somebody, finds Wright, Uren, and the Archers force that shot clock violation. Excellent defense. Just a little too late in the game. 9.7 remaining on the game clock. Into Libby Phillips. Finds Sam May, brings the ball over. 5 to go. Loose. And the referees are not calling which way it's going. Presumably Archers. There we go. 2.3 remaining. And that will wrap up the game today. Full time, the final score is Cardiff Met Archers 26, Worcester Wolves 72. Thank you very much for tuning in, and hopefully see you at the next fixture. Bye-bye.